I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the grain market. Today, what day? Beans were lower. This has been just a crazy week all week. The tariff jitters have really pressed those futures again. The threats from the White House raises the stakes for exporters again, and all other news is really on the back burner because the other news actually is relatively bullish. The U.S. dollar index is lower and it's still hot and dry in Argentina, but everyone has set that aside with what's happening with the tariffs. So we're watching that closely. It really pressed the market. The market gapped down, started to come back, and we actually were a little bit higher today. It's any guess as to where we're going to go from here, but we know for sure there's going to be lots of volatility. Same thing in corn, actually. The corn was lower as well. It seems that weaker export demand, the projections are not as good as we had thought. It's based on really the marketing year for the total shipments that the export demand was expected to be certainly a lot better. And if it's going to be lower than what the USDA had actually put out, that definitely was weighing on prices a little bit. That's why also corn gapped down. It's only down a little bit now. That's showing a little bit of strength. I think overall, without this tariff business, we would really have much more bullish news. So there's going to be a lot of activity going forward. And of course, ahead of the weekend, everyone is kind of trying to equalize their positions a little bit. Now, wheat was mixed a little bit. Two-sided trade has built some momentum. If you look at the charts, the market is really starting to move higher. It's very difficult with this tariff talk to really get wheat off the ground and get it moving, and I think it's put a lid on a firm rally, but the momentum is building. It's still dry in the southern plains, and as we're moving closer and closer into harvesting of that winter wheat, we're going to see what kind of crop damage there is, and wheat could definitely be one of those markets that could definitely fly from here. So we're watching that. Friday's lows of last week is definitely in, and we're starting to build some momentum. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.